Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Serenity Valley. This is episode 38 and today we're going to be tackling our biggest harvest yet. We're going to be tackling our soybean harvest. So let's go ahead and get this thing going. We've got quite the bit of work to do today. We're going to start by making a headland around the field here. And then we will set off this harvester with Michonne running it, and then we will pick up our other harvester. And what we're going to do, since we have kind of an odd shaped field here, we're going to basically do a headland and then come straight down this long run, and then we're going to use our other harvester over there to knock out that little the little northern section of the field, while this harvester works on the bigger, longer section. This morning we obviously finished our corn harvest. I think we finished that up right around noon, or a little after noon, I think. And since then we've basically been cleaning up our soybean field, or not our soybean field, but our sunflower field, as far as finishing up the cultivation and fertilizing on there. We have Carol down fertilizing field 19, which was our cornfield. And once she's done with that, Morgan will start working on the cultivation of that field. We've also been emptying out all of our industries, making sure that they're up and running. So as a result, we've got quite the stockpile of dairy, fruit, and sugar, and logs. We've got our fire starter logs, if you remember. We also have a fair bit of cardboard and pallets. So after we conclude our soybean harvest, off camera, we're probably going to be doing a fair bit of selling. As you can see, we've got quite a mess here. We're going to need to clean that up, get that stuff in and sold before it sours. Then will probably be the end of autumn. And we got winter fast approaching. We've got some plans for winter time. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do some forestry work and kind of hammer out some trees here that are lining some of our fields, and see if maybe we can merge some fields together. So in interesting news, Carl, if you recall, he works for us. He's Rick's son. He is just about ready to graduate high school, and he has recently been accepted at a rather prestigious business school. So we are all very excited for him, knowing that he's going to be going off to college. And as a result, we're going to obviously lose him for spring work, because he's actually going to graduate high school early, if you can believe that. And he's actually going to be enrolled in the spring semester at this business school. So we are really excited for him. Opens up a great new opportunity for him. So we wish him the best of luck. And in fact, I think this harvest is going to be the last harvest that he's going to help us with. We've actually got him driving the Kenworth back there. He'll be unloading us here momentarily once we get a bit more filled up. So off camera, we also finished tending to our animals. We've got them fully ready to go, so they should be good for the winter time. We still need to get rid of that silage down at the BGA, and we still need to bring in our very final cutting of grass. Put that in the fermenting silos for winter, so that we'll have plenty of income over winter as we sell that off. Off camera, just to also catch you up, off camera we got a, let me go ahead and pull that up. Off camera we got a great demand at Anna's Bakery for wheat. So we are, it's not the best price we've ever seen, but it's an okay price. I'm thinking about how much wheat we might want to sell. Right now we're sitting at 80,000 liters of wheat. So I'm not really sure if we're going to sell any of that, or if we're just going to hold on to it and hope that we have a better demand for that. We've got plenty of barley, so we have plenty of food for our pigs with respect to keeping them fed. And once we get this harvest in, I think we are going to be sitting very well. We've got well over 100,000 liters of every grain, with the exception of wheat. And the only reason we don't have over 100,000 liters of wheat is that we've been using wheat to make some seeds in our seed master, so that we have plenty of stockpile of seeds come springtime, when we start harvesting, or not harvesting, but sowing all of these fields. So that is really the only reason we don't have over 100,000 liters of wheat at this point. So we're going to make our turn here. We're going to cut this off real good and square, and we'll send who we said? We said Michonne's going to help us out here. We're going to send Michonne off to the to work this bigger section of the field. Right, let's just go ahead and unload. He's coming anyway. Oh, Carl, here he comes driving through the crop again. I don't know what we're going to do with him. Hopefully when he goes off to business school, he's going to learn the... let's shut this down. Let's stop some noise. Maybe when he goes off to business school, he's going to learn the value of money a bit more than he does right now with respect to respecting our crops. Sure is taking his time, though. Come on, man. It's almost 3 o'clock. We've got a lot of field to do here. You can't fault him, though, for being a careful driver. He always does pull up awful slow to the harvester. He won't be full, but we're going to go ahead and send him on to the silo so we can get started on our east-west runs. Where is he going now? I know he's driving off into the fields. Complete lack of respect. Seriously, I hope business school teaches him some significant value of money there. Next thing he's know, he's going to run in my truck into some trees or something. just sit in here in the cab with Michonne here until we get up to the edge of the field where it makes its 90-degree turn, and then we'll jump out and get into our other harvester and start taking care of this northern section. So I hope everybody had a wonderful July 4th holiday. This episode should be airing just after July 4th on July 5th. Hopefully the weather was good. We've got some pretty nice plans to basically just stay home and go to the local parade, but pretty much just chill out. I think way too oftentimes we make ourselves way too busy with running around and going from one place to the next, and sometimes we just need to sit back and relax and just take it easy and actually have an actual holiday where we're not running around, hustle and bustle. So that's what we're going to try to do this July 4th. So like I said, we're going to square this off and just run straight across the field here and start working on this southern section of the field. And then we will take our other harvester and just knock out this little northern panhandle part here, and then we'll join Michonne down here and just trying to tackle this field as quick as possible, so that we've got plenty of time in our day to take care of other things. So we're going to go ahead and get started chopping off this upper section. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and chop off this little section here. We've gotten our cultivator down on field 19 working, in addition to our sprayer, and we've got everybody working today, seeing if we can make fairly quick work of this soybean harvest. So let's just see how much we can hammer out in the next little bit. So I'll be right back. Okay, so guys, that was fun. We're going to run up here and pick up our pickup truck and see if we can't run over to our BGA and pick up our semi-trailer, because we want to go and sell some product. But first, I wanted to explain, you may have been watching and wondering what the heck I was doing over here. But basically I was trimming around the power tower here with my harvester while we had our hired worker running. And after I trimmed around there, I knew that he would turn around once he got to the end of where there wasn't any more soybeans. So I went ahead and took care of this side of the power tower. And then I took a look and I could see where he was going to basically, which pass he was going to make. And I knew that I had to square things off. So I went ahead and squared things off so that he would just keep doing his thing. And we've got to fix this truck here. This semi has got some type of wacky problem where he gets himself jackknifed. So let's get that taken care of. So this truck is a little weird with course play. So we'll just go ahead and ride with him on into the silo, and we'll pick up our pickup truck and run down to the BGA where we'll pick up our flatbed. Because like I said, we want to sell some pallets and cardboard today. We're also going to sell some dairy products, and we better open that up. That's too many. That's the that's using that animated door trigger extension where you can activate door triggers from within the. Where are you stuck at now? Gotta fix this guy. Alright. Let's jump back here. So the issue I had with the gate was the animated door trigger mod, which allows you to activate doors from inside the tractor. I must have clicked too close to that trigger at some point and closed the door when I was setting stuff up earlier. So like I said, we're going to finish the rest of this episode by selling some product. We're going to sell some cardboard and some pallets. And then we've got, I know we've got 2 pallets of fire starter logs and 2 pallets of charcoal that we'll go ahead and sell. And then we'll call this an episode. And by then our soybean field should be nearly completely harvested. And that will put an end to harvest season. We will have harvested all of our crops, and the only thing left is to prepare for winter. And well, we need to sell about a million liters of silage, and we need to do 1 more mowing of grass. That will probably be done off camera, or if it's done while we are recording an episode, it will just be, we won't be focusing on that. We'll just be doing that with course play and be focusing on something else. So we also have to, we got a full tank of fuel there, and we've got another full tank in there. We've got a full thing of fertilizer to sell, and we're going to use our Pottinger to load that up. But we're probably going to do that off camera also. I say we still have a fair bit of work to do before winter. And it's 3 o'clock, last day of autumn. So you may notice one of my conveyor belts is missing. I went and accidentally sold it when I was selling the other conveyor belts, so I just have not replaced that belt yet. We don't have time for slow AI drivers. So guys, I want to thank you for watching. This episode is going to close out this game day. Next time we come back, we will be in winter, and we will be working on cultivating and fertilizing our soybean field that we're just harvesting. We will also be working on some forestry to, like I said, clear out some trees to make way to merge some fields together. See here, I think we should have enough capacity on this trailer for, yep. Alright. I like to auto-load, but I like to unload and strap it down when we actually transport. And for some reason with this trailer, when you unload these pallets, they spring. So let's go in cab. So like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, please click the like button. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. We are down to, after this episode, 11 more episodes of Serenity Valley. After the next episode, we'll only do one episode in winter. That'll be episode 39. And episode 40, we will be introducing seasons. And I know it is not recommended to bring seasons into an established game, but we have prepared all of our fields by harvesting them all. We have not sown anything in the fields. We're going to collect grass and store that in our silos. Actually, we've already got grass stored in our farm silo. We've got a stockpile of hay bales. We do not have a snow mask on this this map, so we will not have bale rotting anyway. And we will go ahead and mow a load of grass and put that in our fermentation silos for silage. After we sell the silage, it's out of there. So we are pretty much preparing the map for the introduction and the addition of seasons. So we should be as ready to go as possible. We won't lose any crops because we haven't planted any crops. The only risk I say we would have maybe is the fields resetting to some odd state where we have to replow them or refertilize them for some reason. So let's see how much money we make off of this. Strap here. We're selling our pallets. Helper H. What are you doing? Come on, guys, let's get a little patient here. Let's get out of everybody's way. Alright, where are we at? We're down. We're here. I don't know why it stopped. Back to selling our pallets. Well, I don't really know why these aren't selling, but we'll take care of that in a bit. We've got some... Looks like we are blocking each other here. So we will just back this guy up and let the other harvester finish this job. Let's get back here and figure out what's going on. Oh my. Alright, well, we'll figure that out later. Let's go around here and pick these up. And let's take these off to the sell point. Now these are fairly heavy. These are actually 8,000 liters a pallet, whereas the other ones are 4,000 or 2,000 liters or some iteration other than that. So guys, I'd like for you to check out the PCSG web community if you haven't already done so. It's a great group of folks that are into simulation-based gaming like farm sim, truck sim, and whatnot. And then also, I am a member of the Three Dudes Gaming Network, and many of the links into in my description for fellow YouTube members are members of the Three Dudes Gaming Network. So I'd encourage you to check out them. They have unique gameplay styles that I'd like for you to check out because it might have some content that you're into. So while this sells, I'm going to say goodbye and thanks for watching. And until next time, happy farming.